First quarter action from the USA, South Africa. Fine day here. The inclement weather's held off and should be an interesting clash. Joining me for the broadcast is Bob Young, and Bob, some interesting surnames, and we haven't got too much form to go on these two sides, do we? But it should be an interesting clash.
No form at all, Steve. I've seen them all for the first time, as you are. Not hard to pick the difference between the two sides. The US team obviously in the red, white and blue, their typical colours, and the South African team in the green and the gold.
It's a free kick to go to Pope for the USA Revolution. Goes into the pocket to Carroll. Quick kick high up and under there to Pope. And a good strong mark taken for the Revolution by George Lockamy.
An awkward looking kick high up and under down to the centre area of the ground here, and a good strong mark there to Brunmeyer to McFarlane. So A.B. McFarlane there from the centre half back position for the South Africans.
Another high up and under.
Up and under kick into that bruise again. Oh, over the back of the pack there went Mitchell for South Africa. He couldn't hold it. US into attack once again. Hot on the heels of it there is Pope.
Brad Pope running around in a bandana, Bob. I can honestly say I've never seen a bandana in a game of football, but
I noticed Mitchell for the South African side gets very high at those ruck contests, Steve.
He's certainly got a great leap on him. Half back. Some heavy work being done. Gee, good turn of pace there from Matthew Fick. Quick kick forward by the USA. But marking across half back is Vandenberg. Cuts back one way then the other and goes short. Good work there for South Africa by Kamala. And he's going back as if he fancies his chances, but I'll tell him he's no chance to kick this goal. Kamala, poor kick. Big fist in there from the Revolution. They're under the pump. And picked up there by Sekete. And he snapped a South African goal. That's their first. And his first. South Africa now trail by one behind. The United States Revolution 1-1-7 leads South Africa 1-6.
Of course, the US are kicking with the breeze in this opening quarter. The big fella there, bang, down he goes to the centre half forward position, off hands on that occasion. Van Rensburg got himself in front of the pack, couldn't bring it down through Schmidt. Schmidt now all high up and under again with this breeze. Ball to the front of the pack was a pretty good effort there. The South Africans well in front there. May have been, was it McFarlane?
Yep.
And McFarlane now off that centre square. Africa one straight goal, so it's a 1 point game.
15 minutes, no time on. Big Nelson wins the tap there. Gathering the ball. That was an interesting handball. And let's wait for the goal umpire. In fact, I do believe it was a throw, but Dustin Giles has kicked the Revolution's second goal. The USA. This time it's big Gambero in the ruck now for the US. Up against Mitchell. He's lightning actually, Camella. Out of the middle now, South Africa go into half forward.
South African boy just waiting out for the ball to squirt. Didn't quite come out there. Mitchell grabbed it, did kick it, gets it in there to Camilla. Boy, he's been a real revelation this first quarter. This must be his 6th or 7th kick. So Camilla now, good long kick right up to the teeth of goal, right to the square in fact.
Matt Jagger, Mick's younger son, to do the kick-in duties for the United States. Will come long to the broadcast side. Good kick into space, but picked up there by Sambo. One of a couple of twins in this side.
The US kicking with the aid of a very, very strong breeze from left to right of your screen. US now will clear it from that centre half back position. They decide to go wide. I think the boundary line will just about win it. No, they did well to keep it in.
Well
fleet of foot. The US coming out of that half back line now. Cross towards the centre half forward position for them here at the right hand side of screen. Player just couldn't quite take control. It was Chris Carroll. About 55 metres out from goal. With this breeze behind him, you would think he'd kick the distance. Accuracy is probably the only question.
They're probably the quickest side. I thought the Japanese samurais were quick, Bob, but they've got some players that are lightning in South Africa. Look at that hold up in the breeze there.
Good mark by Schmidt too. He just stood underneath it and took charge.
Yeah, good mark across half back taken by Schmidt. Now they just organise themselves. That is an interesting kick into the middle. taking it there was Vandenberg. Good kick forward by the USA, and it's the big bloke at the back. And, well, there's nothing like the big man in a big game, and that's a mark taken by Matt Danuski.
He's the biggest man on the park.
He's got a lot of size, and I would suggest weight on his South African opponent. Big Matt Danuski for the United States' third goal.
Schmidt showed a bit of intelligence there by just dropping into the hole, and he's certainly got the rewards. So Schmidt now off the half-back line for South Africa. Went short up to Van Den Berg.
Actually, Bob Schmidt's been living in the UK, and that's where he learnt to play Australian rules football.